Hello, Tucker Carlson. There are some military police from your college involved with right through administrations. And for example, you have a title of a panel says President Biden can't control his emotions. Both administrations are being haven't been used remotely by relevant misinformation given to them. Also, former director of the FBI, Robert Luskin, has co-defendants, and there are various natures of courts, judges, and people that work for their courts and their family members who also coordinated roles with fact-keeping nature-oriented predicate acts and wire crimes on and off Trinity College, leading up to the World Trade Center attack, and since on and off other Connecticut colleges and universities. The same names were are recorded through time involved with crimes with child campuses and uses of those crimes to where and how they have you guys locked into subject treatments where you leave out exceptions and exception nature, and where you guys have physical delusions, and you already are using and having used such words as name calling. Then you say, oh, well, I'm not a doctor. Well, you're using words like delusions, and doctors have been using words as delusions. The whole family's working together with triages, with the mental health evaluations of when people things go wrong. Those people are, since they were kids, involved with overt criminal enterprises with predicate acts. Enterprises, plural, as interbranch. They're involved personally with judges and prosecutors, speaking fake things into records, behind our backs, fake things, switching names and forging names. You should fear God to have subjects serious, but like wars coming up before you guys, and you guys are all fake. CNN, same thing. MSNBC, same thing. Your sources too, Connecticut News, WFSB, NBC Connecticut News, Fox News. They have reporters and people tied to them and their friends, sexual circles on and off the colleges and universities who have been in roles with men and women involved, coordinated little rat trap tricks at corners of buildings and corners of streets, identity theft, fraud, slanders. I don't know the Perones who went out of their way to pretend other, and the Kerr family. They went out of their way to pretend other than hide what that one was recorded. Then make other. They brought up criminal things. These are people involved with the military and the Klotz family, and in other words, this Joshua Stryker. I don't know at all. He tried to pretend other one time. I remember that with Eric Oliveri. They made all these confessions. First during the day, they made bombs with the people associated on my street now with the principal child abusers families, and with the overt criminal enterprises, plural. Other countries, nations here too. They're not going to hide behind that. They're not legitimately with those other nations, with whatever they're doing with the colleges tied to the Town Line Drive, a bunch of ways, and the routes all along the route that goes by the state judicial branch offices, Route 3. You guys ignore people. You guys don't follow mandated law. Your Facebook pages are being and having been employed roles with child abusers that are involved further with wrongdoing associated as World Trade Center predicate acts roles. I would fear God to hide and call names to people who asked to report specific premises and predicate acts. In other words, then you guys pretend. In other words, of course, the president's going to call someone a war crime because you guys don't have, the people who speak for the law speak with physical delusions, not using real premises treatments, hiding sequence shifts, valuing those illusions, hiding the value of what is simultaneously recorded, hiding those illusions. They have needs to keep the Asian community hurt. Through the pandemic, they're hurting the Asian community because where you guys use difference, you guys use a criminally foreign influence, A through Z. You guys are sick predators from sick campuses that told you other than our founders left us to tell about for example, how locations, areas, and states were criminally foreign influenced. Premises treatments, qualities of fact treatment nature, aspects of fact treatment nature. Then you have them. Looks like it was a fake slap with with the actors and the comedians you put on there. And then, it's supposed to be about. I thought it was supposed to be about escape. You guys have go up there pretending about hate crimes. So you have, I don't know, Wanda Sykes, women. You make men fight with women, and you make women fight sick, fake, about serious things, so nothing can get done. You have women judges involved with this criminally. Black, white women judges involved with child sex offender with KKK theme and black themed switching switching names, military police and their family members and their houses and neighbors. This is how the ground was used. Same people involved with that in my area. And like there's a Joshua Straker on off Trinity College. I never had a conversation in my life. He's been planting fake things, trying to slander me behind my back with other people, trying to make fake exceptions. And with a Joshua Julian, who's one of the ones I caught with the principal child abusers fan campus before they got caught. The only reason they kept it forced then and now more further other nations of child abuse, more sexual too, more with the digital pictures of the upskirt pictures of the kids right through the schools and collusion with it. They're making things go before courts that have been using that to prevent people from talking, pretend they're trying to hurt people or punish them by making the time take to the court. They're criminally foreign influence readings of statutes with the Peruta family, for example, involved with my town's police chief, his lawyer, criminally foreign readings of statutes at locations where they know they give the benefit of the doubt to the interbranch before, at the last second. So they've been planting evidence so they could use criminally foreign influenced readings of statutes they know consciously they were reading criminally foreign influenced. They're valuing that having been since before everyone was born. So American history is tactically other than what is being told by who is called experts. So Fox News is up there pretending that parents are on one side and educators are another. In other words, you guys are exploiting difference, and you guys are exploiting where we are bound naturally by nature and by being systems increasingly tactically other, being identities increasingly tactically other. Follow mandate law, make sure I get a response and respond for them switching and forging names into branch. Get them on paper now too, because they stack names. Many people names are in those courts. Never had right to be, never had integrity. I shouldn't have to beg you for names. Make sure I get a name response for the Connecticut news media with CNN, Fox Connecticut News, with CNN, MSNBC, and Fox News. Follow mandated law. Fix the fake news. Get me a response for those courts. When I was there, they made confessions to me and other. We're going to show about how the confessions are used since founding. Pounding drums and relevant to their uses of religious locations sickly and their minds control yours.